All right, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is a first for us. We're going to be doing an interview with the band Encircled Throne. This is part of a series we're starting called Heroes Guild. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, let's get to it. If you guys want to introduce yourselves.
I am Joseph.
I am Blake.
We are Encircled Throne. There is nobody else right now.
Yeah. Right on, man. I'm excited to share the stage with you guys tonight, man. It's going to be
bro.
sick. So I got a few questions prepared, and we'll just roll with it from there. So I guess the first question I have is basically Encircled Throne started as your solo project in 2021, right?
Correct.
So y'all became a full band in 2024, or are y'all still kind of playing with that?
We have been together since February of this year. I had a buddy of mine and another drummer start with me back in October of 2024. They played a handful of shows until like the 1st of January. They left for whatever reason. Honestly, they kind of ghosted me, so I don't really know. I assume it was because they just didn't want to play as many shows as I was playing, which is fine. It doesn't really. It's a business at the end of the day. I mean,
right.
Thankfully, he was sitting right there. So since I guess February, it's been more of a quote unquote full band since it is just me doing vocals and him playing drums and the rest is track based.
Right. Well, I mean, from what I've heard, you guys sound amazing, dude. What did the transition from that feel like, both personally and creatively? Like, was it a tough thing to do?
I mean, honestly, I guess when I started it, I kind of wanted to get back into it. I've been playing music since I was friggin' 12 years old, and then I'm 37 now. I mean, I did a bunch of tours between 17 and 22, kind of dropped off the face of the earth for almost 10 years, and just decided to get back into it. And I always wanted to get back to the stage of playing shows. Finding members in Tupelo, honestly, is kind of hard anyway. That's why it is just me and him. We can't really get a solid guitarist and bass player just because of our community. But, I mean, he's made it pretty easy to be able to be a full band. We get along really well, so it's been very nice, actually.
Dude, that is so sick, man. I wanted to ask you about your album, Your Sins Will Seek You Out. It's supposed to be a concept album built around the 7 deadly sins, medieval punishments, biblical references, and nods to anime, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
How did you settle on this mix of influences, and what journey were you aiming to take your listeners on? Like, if you could give me the whole story about that, I'm real curious.
I don't know if we got enough time for that.
Dive in, man. This is for y'all.
I mean, honestly, unfortunately, he was not there for all that. But
okay.
7 Deadly Sins is kind of always. I'm a sucker for concept stuff. Like you were telling me about some of y'all stuff.
Yeah.
Like I really love doing that. I was part of another band for a little while called Shovel Monster, doing that online thing, and it was all about horror and killing. So like the concept has always been a very niche for me. Like I really enjoyed it. 7 Deadly Sins is kind of, I've always wanted to do it, never was quite sure how to pull it off. Myself and a buddy of mine that lives up in Indiana, he helped me write a lot of this as well. It just kind of, I don't know, it's very easy. It's like it was meant to happen almost in a kind of way, because every song was written in order. Like I told you, there is an order to them. For anybody who watches Full Metal Alchemist, the sins are in the order of which the characters die throughout the whole thing. So like for the first one that dies is lust. That's why she's first. The last one that dies, greed. That's why it's last. And each song just happened to be written in the pattern as well. We didn't intentionally write it that way. Even the intro, there's a piano lick. It's 7 notes. That was not even done on purpose. We just wrote it. It was like, hey, this is kind of cool. And then went back and was like, you realize that's 7 notes, right? So it's almost like fell into our lap easy.
So has I gotta ask, like, has any of your fans like noticed any of these little things, or is it like, are they gonna find out now?
A few of them have kind of noticed, but like it's been more of actually me having to like tell most people. Like there have been people who've seen Full Metal Alchemist, but I'm using it referencing things so it's not really as obvious. Like in the last bit of Lust, I say, gouge your eyes out, burn the temptress to her knees. Gouge your eyes out is actually with the biblical reference, but the burn the temptress to her knees is a nod to Colonel Mustang when he burns Lust as she's on her knees.
So good, dude. Like you have no, like I'm like, so playing the hero does a lot of like like everything we do is like anime.
Yeah.
Video games. Like as we kind of talked about earlier, but like so like hearing other bands that are just as into it as me. So like y'all are moving up the list to be one of my favorite bands just because like I feel like I can relate to it. I don't know. I just think that's sick as hell. So I'm excited. So how long have you been in the band?
I think he's 6 months now, pretty much.
The end of
Just
February.
about. Yeah. So not very long.
I mean, you played your first show with me February 20 something, wasn't it?
Well, no, our first show was February 1st.
Oh,
At the Shed, yeah.
So right before then, he had a week's practice and played the first show in February.
Yeah. And like when I first joined the band, like I had no drum set at home or anything like that. I had barely played drums, only like on my brother's drum kit at home. And so we kind of just got going. We just started practicing. I just kind of picked it all up, and
I mean, I'm a drummer myself,
yeah.
So I kind of like I'd sit down and be like, well, this is how I wrote it. But you can, once you get comfortable, you can do whatever you want to. I try to kind of show him, kind of like the movie Drumline. The guy picks it up. That's been this kid.
Right.
Like, I mean, when we initially started, we were kind of called out for this, and I don't really care because big bands do this too. We were pumping the kicks just to kind of help him out. I mean, he just got going.
Yeah.
And like I said, even big bands are doing it. But like now, it was just one day he just said, all right, well, here they are, and y'all are going to hear it tonight. I mean, they're not pumped anymore. He, in 6 months' time, has been able to just turn it on.
Bro, dude, that is so wild, man. That is so
crazy.
sick.
I've honestly surprised myself, like with the.
I mean, the first day you did it, I mean, even you were like,
I was like, my feet just started doing it. I was like, I didn't even know I could do that. And
bro, that is so sick, dude. I bet you listeners at home are going to be going nuts over that. Yeah, like that is so wild.
It is. Yeah, people like they don't believe it. Like when he says that I've only been
I'll
playing
call
for
it
that
out.
long.
I'll call it out on stage because I'm proud of him. I mean, he's like my kid almost in a way. Like I'm very proud of him that he's come from me helping him out a little bit in February to being what he is now, and in just a short amount of time has been spectacular. So I like to show it off. He's like, he's only been playing for a few months now, by the way.
Yeah,
that is so sick though, bro. Like I gotta say props to you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are incredible. So, I guess I'll hop back to these. So the third question I have for you is, since each sin has its own acronym and artwork, can you walk us through how you translated one particular sin into lyrics, like both visually and sound-wise, like, with its artwork and its, like, the writing of it?
Like I said earlier, like each song kind of, they managed to flow in the right pattern. Like I guess when I heard Lust for the first time when we were writing it out, it just, I don't know, it just called to my heart in a way that, all right, this is Lust. This is what it's going to be about. And then the next one down the line, I can't take all the credit for the artwork, and I'll probably get a lot of hate for this, and it's fine. I don't really care. I mean, the AI generated a lot of the artwork with a few of my commands, typing in like a sin here, a sin there. But I mean, it worked out for the most part. It kind of captured everything right. I mean, there are some muffs in it, like all AI does, but
I mean, look, you do what you got to do.
Each one of them, even down to the color, was orchestrated by me. Like Lust has a blue hue to it because actually in medieval times, like I said, a lot of the stuff about medieval is in there. The color blue was associated with lust. The color red was associated with wrath. The color green, envy.
Yeah.
Yellow or gold.
So it is like
greed. I mean,
it is like layer upon layer.
The color, really every inch of detail, I actually meticulously picked out. And then you talk about the acronyms, like gluttony was a jerk.
Yeah.
I mean, 7 letters, great longing, utterly tasteless, that obsession never yields. But that's still, you understand the concept is gluttony. And even like some of the envy, enveloped needlessly, vehemently. I didn't know what that meant, but thank God for our dictionaries and stuff like that. I kind of searched for what could another word for envy, and actually vehemently means envious. And greed, I say grasping rapacity. Okay, that's a mouthful of a word. What does that mean? It actually means with great greed.
Dude, that is so nuts. See, bro.
That's why I said, how much time you got?
Bro,
Because
I am all, dude, because this is like this might be going on our channel, but like this is all for y'all. Like this is, bro. I can tell you right now, I have a deep appreciation for it. I know our viewers are gonna love this.
yeah,
That is so sick, man. Also, I gotta say, I'm super stoked to play with you guys tonight.
same.
Same, yeah. Looking forward to it.
I'm so grateful, man. This gonna be sick. But I guess I'll hop back to this. So how do you balance your genre influences without fitting into a single box? That is probably one of the hardest questions that I could ask a musician. I still can't answer it, but I'm gonna ask it anyways.
when writing, and we've even discussed it for the second album, because we actually have our next 3 albums planned out. You can't know about that though.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We even have those planned out, but like I don't care.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to, like, the only thing I like to say is we're a metal band, because I mean some people have said death metal, deathcore, new metal. Like, I mean, we have influences from all of it. Like, I can't say we're totally deathcore because I don't have a breakdown in every song like that. But vocally, I mean, I am doing a lot of highs, so I think that's where that comes from. But honestly, I like a riff, I write a riff.
Best answer.
I mean, all of our songs, honestly, in a way, if it weren't for the symphonic nature that pulls a lot of it together, my vocals that pulled a lot of it together, they could have been written with some other band. Like, I really don't necessarily feel like we carbon copied each song either, because like Lust to me is very Chelsea Grin like,
Of course.
but Envy is nowhere near Chelsea Grin.
Yeah, dude. And
Like we've
see
had
that.
somebody say on Greed is very like Motionless in White, and I don't even listen to Motionless in White that much, but I went and listened to them and I can kind of get their point. Mainly, I guess when I write, I actually put metal and stuff away, so I'm not necessarily subconsciously accidentally copying somebody. I'm not trying to copy anybody, and I just sit down and just start to go. And if I like it, I continue.
Oh yeah, sure. No, dude, that's incredible, dude. I think that's bugging me. There's like a hair. I think it's my hair. But anyways, dude, that's so badass, man. Like, I have not heard anybody talk about their music like that. So I find it interesting, especially hearing, because I know everybody's going to have a different answer.
Yeah.
Like, there is no other way around it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody's going to have a different answer. That's just, but that is why that question is so interesting to me. So I'm glad I asked. Thank you. That was a very good answer. I was not at all expecting that. So, but again, it falls into the concepts, which kind of is a huge thing about you guys.
Yeah.
I
mean, I go into it, I know it won't heavy. Like our next album, we've talked about adding a little more of a beatdown aspect, like Kubla Khan and stuff like that. So, like, when we go to write the second album, I know I want this sound.
Right.
So we're just going to turn everything else off and just start going.
Oh, that's awesome, bro. Well, I ain't going to keep you guys too much longer, but I guess a big important question that I have for you guys is, what conversations or emotions do you hope to prompt in listeners? Like, whenever you put your music out, are you trying to just put it out for you, or are you putting it out in hopes that people will actually dive into your concepts and start picking it apart and maybe pull their own meanings from it?
I'll definitely
even
hope
at shows,
for that.
right?
Definitely hope for that. What you said, I mean, people doing a deep dive. I mean, I'm putting out music when I started this because I've always been a musician. I like writing music. I put it out for me. I love anybody wants, like, how you're very interested in the fact that we did all the anime. Like, I love talking about it. It does get me excited. Like, I get like a little kid in the candy store. Like, I do want to talk about it. I get almost shaky wanting to talk about it. So, I mean, I do love that people get into it. But at the end of the day, first, I mean, it's about me. It's about him. It's about us enjoying what we're doing. If we can't enjoy it, I don't expect anybody else to enjoy it. So,
Right.
if we don't get it from that core, I mean, I'm sure you can agree. If we don't get it from us,
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I can't expect somebody else to enjoy it. But I mean, we always love, because we've had it thankfully start to happen here at a few shows. People come up to us like, "Hey, I noticed that," or "Man, I love you guys for this. This sounded so cool when y'all did this."
Yeah.
Dude, what it seems like to me, and this is just from an outside perspective, but it seems like to me, like, just after talking to you guys for like I don't know, 15, 20 minutes or however long we've been talking. Like, I got to say, I think that is so interesting to know that the music is there and it's what you love and you put it out. But for anybody that just can't get enough, they always have more content to dive into and pick apart. And it almost makes like seeing you guys do releases, it's almost like I want to do a lore dive into your music. It's just so sick. I have a big appreciation for that. I think it's so impressive, and I wish more bands would do that.
Oh, I love it. If anybody who ever wants to ask, like, you know, and you ask the questions, like, oh yeah, I'm ready to talk. I mean, I can deep dive into each single song. Every single song has this or that is all pulled from either like the anime, the biblical reference, the other medieval time stuff. And Wrath, I talk about being drawn and quartered because that was, if you committed the sin of wrath back in the day, you were tied down and pulled apart from all angles.
So sick. And it's interesting to hear about it from a lyricist point of view too. And the music is just, it's so creative too. It has such a grit to it that I don't know. I was an instant fan when I heard you guys. I was like, I gotta talk to these guys. So as my last question, looking ahead, if Encircled Throne could tour or collaborate with any three bands, you've mentioned Brand of Sacrifice, Impending Doom, or Korn in the past interviews, but which ones excite you the most and why? Like, just, I'm talking about like, think of it like fantasy football, but like top three bands that you would love to tour with and why.
Okay, I think Whitechapel would probably be my number one. I had to think about that one. Yeah, because I just love their music, and sick. Getting to meet Phil would be like an otherworldly experience. So they're definitely up there, and I'd probably say Knocked Loose would be another one because I've loved their music for a long time, and they go crazy. Yeah. And probably Kubla Khan that he mentioned earlier because they're just incredible. Heavy, I love them.
That's so sick. Yeah. What about you? Is it the same or?
I mean, I still would love to go on tour with Impending Doom. They've always kind of been a favorite band of mine. Not to mention there is a little bit of a Christian aspect there, and they are a Christian band. We don't necessarily call us that, but I mean, if you dive into it, it's all there.
It's inspired by, which it anybody can pull their own like purpose and meaning from it, right? So I think that's the fact that I definitely
don't want to be that shove it down your throat kind of guy, because I mean everybody knows that I don't have to shove it down your throat.
But if they want to know where you get inspired for your music, they can find it.
Exactly.
They can do the research and the groundwork.
Exactly.
So yes, that's incredible. First thing I want you to do is look at the camera, tell them where you're from, and
Tupelo, Mississippi.
I'm from South Tupelo, Mississippi.
Where can they find you?
Google.
Google.
You type in our name in a Google search bar. We're the first thing that pops up. We are the only thing that pops up. I'm very proud of that. But on any social media, any streaming platform, type in simply Encircled Throne. Thankfully, since we are the only ones, it immediately pops up. Facebook, Encircled Throne. Instagram, Encircled Throne. YouTube, Encircled Throne.
Got any music available on like streaming platforms?
Oh yeah, it's Spotify's got it, Apple Music's got it, Tidal's got it. I mean, we go through DistroKid, I think, like a lot of bands do, and they release it kind of to everybody.
It definitely helps, man. But look, definitely go check out Encircled Throne. These guys are amazing. Looking forward to sharing the stage with them. And make sure you comment and
subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Let us know. Let us know down in the comments if there are any bands you'd like to see us interview next. But one of the most important things is go check out Encircled Throne. Like these guys are incredible. You can tell by the interview they have a lot of passion in what they do. We appreciate it and playing the hero.
Things really hard.
Oh, you what?
I like hitting things really hard.
He likes hitting things really hard. But look, we appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.